Hello, loves. Join me for my typical Tuesday. Waking up before the butt bleep, crack of dawn. We have our morning prayer, so here I am praying. It's like a 1-minute prayer. And now, after I woke my son up, I have to make him a quick lunch. He hates the school lunch. And to be honest, he's a very picky eater. So it's not the healthiest. I know he does not eat very healthy. Yes, I still pack his lunch, okay? I know he's 12 years old, but he's still my son. And now that he's safely off to school, it is my turn to sit down and have my cup of coffee. Literally the only thing that wakes me up in the day, but I truly only drink 1 cup. So normally I start off by exercising, but I just have too much to do and I don't feel like it. So I'm heading on over to my studio to begin working. I promised you guys some Christmas cakes on top of my other orders, so we are going to get started. Now, every morning I do put some Quran on in the background. This is basically a way to bless the house, ward off any bad vibes and things like that. It's typically for like 30 minutes to an hour. And it's no specific person I listen to, I just put it on YouTube. But gosh, look at all this. I feel like a movie star with all these camera, lights, action. So after working downstairs for a little, I head upstairs and look what I see. Dirt. Someone walked in with their shoes. At least it's just dry dirt. So of course I have to get out my vacuum and vacuum, even though I just vacuumed at night and mopped as well. So you see when they say moms go crazy because of a little bit of dirt, this is why we go crazy. Next up, it's like 12 o'clock. I'm feeling jittery, so this is kind of like my brunch. Toast with avocado and everyday bagel seasoning. Yum, yum. Oh yes, it is on sourdough bread too. And let's clean out the dishwasher. Oh no, I forgot to fill it up yesterday night and turn it on. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and do that now, which then just means I have to clean it up later, but that's okay. And prayer time is earlier in the winter, so now it's prayer number 2. Well, a 2 and 3 because Shia Muslims combine the afternoon prayers into 2 and the evening prayers into 2, and then we have the morning prayer, which is 1. That's why we say we pray 5 times a day. But Sunni Muslims pray them all separately. It is around 1 o'clock, and I am back downstairs to work on more cakes, as well as the cake order I had due today, which I didn't really show you the process, but that's what took up most of my day. Isn't it so cute? It's for a couple who got accepted into dental school. All right, after finishing up the Christmas cake I had worked on, it is time to start on dinner, and it is around 3 o'clock right now. So I'm gonna peel me a potato. I don't know what I was thinking with this one. I just kept peeling, thinking maybe it'll get better. I felt like Nate the Hoof guy, but then I smelled it and I was like, ew, gross, so I just threw it away. And here I am chopping some potatoes. Sorry, not chopping, dicing. This is the only way I know how. I don't know how to do it any other way. I've been doing this since I was 9 years old. Pretty fast at it, if I do say so myself. Now, this is for my son because he does not want to eat the dinner I have. So I'm making him a side of fresh homemade potatoes, which he loves. But for the main dish, we're going to need at least a couple of potatoes diced into circles. And because I try to avoid frying as much as I can, I'm going to go ahead and air fry them, especially since this is just going to be boiled up anyways. On to the kafta. Kafta is like the Arab version of meatballs. Basically some spices, diced onions, diced parsley, all mushed together. I turn them into patties and then I go ahead and cook them. Flip them so that they cook on both sides. Now remember y'all, I'm a pescatarian. I don't eat this. I'm just going to go ahead and eat the dinner that I made yesterday, which if you follow my Snapchat, it was eggplant parmesan and paschetti. So now I'm making the sauce on the side. It's tomato paste, salt and pepper, a cube of Maggi stock, because I'm going to pour it over the kafta and vegetables. And on the side, I am working on the rice. By the way, the kafta is not homemade. I just bought it from a local Arab market. Sometimes I make it homemade, sometimes I don't. So in this dish, there's also some vegetables, tomatoes, onions, green peppers, and my potatoes are done. So I added that in there and I'm pouring that sauce over it. I'm going to let that boil with it for, I don't know, until everything is tender. Also, the rice is getting cooked. And here is the final product. Looks pretty good. Wish I could eat meat so I could enjoy it. And now it is time for evening prayer. Look how ugly the pointy thing on my head is. That's my ponytail. It's so ugly. Okay, all the way back downstairs again for what? You guessed it, caking. Look at this mess. So clean that up. I didn't really show you the process. And then back upstairs to clean up the leftovers, which wasn't a lot. I'm so happy. I love when there isn't a lot of leftovers. Just 2 pieces of kefta, a little bit of vegetables, and just some rice, enough for that 1 plate, which my daughter will probably eat tomorrow when she comes home for lunch. And we must clean the kitchen again. I love waking up to a clean kitchen. So spraying everything down, wiping everything down, but of course, finally adding some Ajax or Comet to the sink. That is the official end of the cleaning. No worries, the kitchen still isn't closed. The kids still come in and out and eat. And I'm just like, no, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm partially kidding. I still go, Ah, so satisfying. And finally, the kitchen is nice and clean. I mopped yesterday, so no mopping today. I chilled with my son for a little bit, but guess what? Now it is finally time for me. And because I'm trying to eat healthier and get some protein in my day, because if you guys didn't notice, I hardly get any protein, fat-free cottage cheese with a spoonful of organic honey, and some termos or lupita beans. Anywho, both of those are actually packed with some protein. The big light goes off, the little light turns on, which means it is the end of the night. And I sit down and I watch some Buffy the Vampire Slayer for the 13th time in a row. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.